What it do, everybody, and welcome back to All Sports Media TV. I am your host, KJ the Great, and what we just seen was a master at work. None other than Jaron Boots Ennis got the TKO stoppage over former undefeated WBA welterweight champion Eimantas Stanionis. Let's talk about this right here, man. Eimantas Stanionis did what I thought he was going to do, which was put on the pressure, try to throw some hard shots, which he landed a good amount of shots. But on the receiving end, Jaron Ennis, man, he was just at another level with his offense tonight. He was looking for that uppercut upstairs and pulling and throwing it downstairs. And you can see Jaron Ennis wearing that body out after about the second round. He just kind of dedicated those uppercuts to the body and was banging. And he eventually dropped Stanionis with those body shots. But by the time he dropped him with those body shots, you could see Eimantas Stanionis wearing the fight on his face, wearing it in his body. Bloodied, body bruised. It was tough. Kudos to him for getting in the ring with Jaron Ennis, because we know the other champions, they don't want that type of smoke. Now, if you don't know and you've been living under a rock, the other champions in the division are Mario Barrios and Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Ennis a while back were in negotiations to unify the WBO title and the IBF title, which Brian Norman is the WBO champion. But those negotiations fell through over money terms. Probably, I think it was about $500,000 to $1 million. That is what fell through. And at that time, Eddie Hearn was trying his best to push for Jaron Ennis to move up in weight, but he said, nope, I'm staying at this weight. I want to collect the belts, and that's what he's doing. Now, Mario Barrios is the WBC welterweight champion. Hasn't had the best showings as champion, but nonetheless, he's a fighter. He's a fighter, but there's as we always say, there's levels to fights. There's levels to fighters. There's just levels to all this madness, man. So where does Jaron Ennis go from here? And to be perfectly honest, I think I think the Mario Barrios fight might be easier to make soon. I think that'll be the way he goes, unless Barrios and Norman Jr. get a deal to unify. But I think that will be the way he should go. Save the Brian Norman fight for last, because I think that'll be the best of them. Although I still think he'll win it, but I think that'll be the best of the fights that are left to become undisputed. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. He can stay at welterweight and defend those titles, because now you have fighters nudging the welterweight limit in Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, Jose Ramirez, Arnold Barbosa. You got all these guys that are fighting at the welterweight limit with their fights coming up being at catch weights of 144. So they're at the welterweight limit. So he can move up into the junior. He can stay there, and make some big name fights with big name money on the table, or he can move up to super welterweight, and we know super welterweight is a super stacked weight class. You got unified champion Sebastian Fundora, you got Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, he hadn't fought, but he's in the division. You got Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman, you've got Harrison Lubin, you've got Jamel Charlo making his return. It's a stacked weight division as well. So pretty much Jaron Ennis has options on the table, whether he decides to move up now or after he unifies the belts. Let me know what y'all thought about this fight, man. Woo!